emptied out my soul. You've heard it all before, honest but I know.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing an update with Miss Little Mila, aren't we? Ow, ow, ow. So we haven't done one of these for Miss Mila before, so it's going to be a little introduction video as well. So this is my second daughter, my youngest, Mila Jean Gamblin. So this is the first official video that Mila's been in. You probably have seen her in the past couple of ones that I've put up, but not really ones about her exactly. So this, look at the camera, is Miss Mila Jean Gamblin. She is 8 months old. She's about 8.5 months old now, so she will be 9 months old on the 2nd of May. So she was born on the 2nd of August last year, weren't she? And she's grown a lot since then. So for those of you who don't know me in person, Mila was born at 37 weeks, so she was born a little bit early, not super prem, but a little bit early. So she was just teeny tiny. She was only 5 pound 8 ounces, so 2.5 kilo, and now she is currently weighing about 8.5, 9 kilo. So she's growing heaps. The clothing size that she's currently in is she's still relatively little for her age, so she is in 3 to 6 month clothing. She's in some 6 to 9 month stuff now, but mostly 3 to 6 months. Like I think this one is, oh no, so this one's 6 to 9 months, but it's still quite loose on her, isn't it? You just want to get that rusk. Here you go. So she's loving her food, as you can see. She's also bottle fed. What are your favourite foods? She likes these rusks, so I actually only got them yesterday. They're the Baby Mum Mum banana flavoured rusks, and she absolutely loves them, don't you? Don't you? But we've pretty much just been doing baby led weaning with her. We did a bit of purees, but we don't really tend to do those now, or like the packaged baby foods. She just kind of eats little bits of whatever we're eating, because she won't eat anything else anyway, because you want what's on our plate. So very much like her sister in that sense. What else? What are your favourite foods? So she loves these. She loves bananas, she loves pears, she likes eggs, and she loves like the rice crackers, or like corn thins with peanut butter on them. Absolutely loves them, don't ya? Absolutely loves peanut butter, so her tastes are very similar to her sister's. Bananas, peanut butters, and pretty much everything else. She doesn't really not like anything. She eats pretty much everything. She had some homemade pizza last night for dinner, didn't you? What else have we got in here? So getting into her milestones. So she loves to stand. Don't you? Stand. Stand. So she loves her jolly jumper as well. She loves, at the moment, pulling herself up on things, don't you? And just standing up, and not really walking yet. She's a wee bit small for that yet. But she has been crawling since she was about 6.5 months old. I want to say she just recently learned to sit up. I don't think she just recently learned, she just recently started sitting up by herself. Which wasn't until after I told the Plunkett nurse that she was not sitting yet, even though she was crawling. Literally the next day she was sitting up in the bathtub by herself, easy, so it was more just a fact that she didn't want to. She has 2 teeth. She's got another 2 coming through shortly. She's got her top 2 coming through on the other side of the gum still. Her 2 bottom ones are fully through though now, so she's biting everything with that, and she's biting the edges of her bed and stuff, which isn't too much fun. You're like a little beaver, aren't you? So she's got 2 teeth. As I said, she's currently about 8.5, 9 kilo. She's still having her bottles during the day. I couldn't tell you how many. She just kind of goes with 1 each time she wakes up from a nap, sometimes 1 before she goes down for bed as well, but she's been going through a bit of a growth spurt at the moment, so she's been having a lot more than usual. What else have we got actually got a bottle just sitting there for her because she's missing. She's very hungry lately, aren't you? Very hungry. Hey? So she's in size 3 nappies, so the 6 to 11 kilo size. Holding her own bottles, which she's been doing for a little while now. Her sleep routine, so she's still napping during the day. Again, not really any set amount, we just kind of go with whether she's tired and whether she's not, whether we put her down for a nap or not. Her sleep schedule, she normally goes to sleep about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and will wake up anywhere from 7 till 10 in the morning, depending on when she actually settles down and goes to sleep. Recently she's been a little bit more up and down at night, which we're putting down to either teething, or she's actually going through the 6th leap in her mental development according to the Wonder Weeks app. So I don't know if anybody still follows that, but it was a lifesaver when CJ was a baby, and it's completely on track with Mila as well. Every time she's a little bit grumpy or she won't sleep, I check that app and she's going through a leap every time. You right? So that's what we're doing as far as sleep goes at the moment, but she is in her own bed, she's in her own room, which we're in right now. Never really been a problem for sleeping. She doesn't co-sleep. She did when she was a little baby, but she doesn't anymore. She's in currently a big bed, like a single size bed, which we have because when we found out that we were pregnant with Mila, we got a set of bunks, so that once she moved from the cot she would have another bed, so we didn't have to worry about purchasing one in the future. And it just ended up turning out that she just liked the space a little more than being in the cot. She didn't like the bassinet at all, she wouldn't sleep in that, as CJ wouldn't either. So we put her in the cot and she stayed in there for a bit, but she didn't really like sleeping in there either. So once she got put into her own room, we put her in a big girl bed. It's got the sides on it, all 4 sides are closed in. The only problem at the moment is because she's standing. She stands up in her bed and she's freaking us out, thinking that she might fall out. So we're thinking about putting her back in the cot if she carries on doing it, but if it's just kind of a phase and she slowly gets over it, then we'll just leave her in the big girl bed as well. But we're just going to see what happens, aren't we? So her favourite things to do at the moment are to stand up, to pull herself up on things, try and sort of walk along them, touch things that she's not supposed to, as I'd say most babies do. I find that quite funny though, because she's very different than CJ was. CJ liked touching things, but she wouldn't touch things she wasn't supposed to. If there's accents, she would know. Whereas Mila will just grab everything. Any cords that are around, she grabs them. Any handles for stuff, she grabs them, pulls drawers open, climbs up on stuff, everything. So she's just kind of like the little daredevil child. And yeah, and everything that's on the floor goes in her mouth. CJ wasn't as bad, but literally everything she can find a crumb, it goes in her mouth. So that's been fun, and it's a little bit trickier now that we also have a 2-year-old who leaves crumbs all over the floor. Makes it a bit harder. But that's kind of, it's just her favourite toys at the moment. So she has a little grey bunny that she sleeps with, and she also has a little light pink coloured sloth toy, one of those ones that's just kind of got the head and arms, and then the rest of it's just a little blanket. Loves sleeping like that as well. And she still sleeps with a dummy. She also loves, she's got this little this thing here, this little play gym thing that she loves playing with, because it's got all the little things on it, and now she wants to go and play in that. And she also has like a little push along toy as well, which she's not pushing along yet, but she likes playing with the front of it because it's got all the different buttons and things on it. So she absolutely loves playing with that. What else can we tell people about you, Miss Mila? As I was saying, she loves her jolly jumper. She loves going in that. She does have this habit though at the moment when she's in it or when she's falling around the floor, when she's literally doing anything, she will screech at you if you are not paying attention to her. And it is so loud. She'll start giggling immediately when you look at her, but if you look away from her for 2 seconds, I could be cooking dinner, I could be watching TV, I could be doing stuff on the computer, I could be playing with CJ, I could be doing literally anything, and if I'm not looking at her while I'm doing it, she's screeching at me. So it's both hilarious and really irritating. Hey! Big girl. So she wasn't talking yet either, but she started babbling now, so she's sort of doing that part.
Take me to your heart.
And blowing raspberries. Are you blowing raspberries? You did it?
Take me to your soul.
But she is so much more mobile than what CJ was at this age. And just in general, really, like I cannot even change her without her flipping over and rolling over and trying to crawl away. CJ was relatively well behaved, but I don't know if it's just because we changed on the change table, whereas Mila, we changed her just on the change pad on the floor, on a blanket on the floor, or on the end of her bed sort of thing. So it might just be that, and she's just used to having the option to roll over, and CJ was up sort of on the table, so she knew not to roll off, but Mila is definitely a lot more mobile, so it makes it a lot harder to get her dressed, a lot harder to get her changed, but yeah. I think that's all of the kind of little updates that I have for Mila at the moment. I think that's all she's really doing, but I just thought I'd make a little video to have a little introduction to this baby girl.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, cause I like your attitude. Let's forget about a curfew, cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, pulse speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna face it, cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet, I can feel the tension, move us into the next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this